Hello everyone, happy Sunday. I'm in my room and I am going to do something super budget friendly as well as like beginner and just a classic. It's kind of just one of those classic albums that again we tend to not do because we tend to overcomplicate things, right? So this is all with my scraps and I'm going to give you the measurements to everything, but you'll get the idea as I go along because I've got so many of these type of strips and things laying around. So I've got this little front cutie pocket. Now this makes it look almost like a folder, a manila folder or something. But you can also take this and even make like another pocket. You know what I mean? Like just kind of slit it in there and just glue the bottom down, and you could even have something like this. So you can do that. But I just have this little pocket right here with this little tag, and then just open it. Again, I'm just using more scraps, making pockets and things like that. We've got our little side pockets, and then we flip it, and I've got these double pockets here. So this is just going to be a scrappy day and also a budget day because I mean, groceries are insane. Everything's insane right now. So let's use what we have. And as well as me waiting for things in the mail while we're at it. So, all right, let's get started with this. Now, I'm going to be using, from my scrap bin, I'm going to be using two 4x12 little strips here. And they're super busybody. So let me grab, I'm going to do the cover first, which it doesn't really matter because the measurements are going to be exactly the same. So grabbing one of these, and I'm going to have mine, just want to make sure it's the right way. So all we're doing here is scoring it at 5 and 10 inches. So very easy scores, 5 and 10. Now, I think when I first started my channel, I did something like this. So basically, we're just going to have this as our pocket and then fold it. And we're basically doing this twice. So it's a real fun album. You could even just leave this. That's why I think it's just a great beginner album because you cannot mess this up. I'm going to corner around mine. And we're going to go ahead and do that again with our other sheet with the same exact measurement. So 5 and again 10 inches. So, I mean, your sheet doesn't have to be 4x12. Oh my goodness, I must have really, oh, I thought I cut my paper wonky. Okay, so you could be 5x12, 2x12, 3x12. I mean, basically, it's just the scoring we need. So you can really take these scrap sheets from your bin and do this with just a little bit of adjustment, right? All right, and I'm going to just take these, and it, like I said, it's really a classic. We're basically just assembling this together. So I'm going to glue my pocket down first. Right here. And if you want to leave this open as a fun like little page flip, you can do that. All right, and then I'm going to do this one. And just do the sides because we need that pocket open. Okay, now you will decide which one do I want first, which one do I want second. So I put my pocket on the top. I did mine right up here. You're more than welcome to do it on the side, so it's a side pocket, or the top, whatever you prefer. But I'm going to do mine on the top, and I'm just going to make it, actually, I think I'm going to use a larger punch. And then you'll be able to see the back. So if you don't like that, you don't have to do that little thumb notch. Finally getting some sun. It's been overcast for like days, you guys. But not, I mean, it seems like fall, but it's still humid. It's like, okay, this isn't quite fall, but we'll take it. But I'm happy to see the sun too. Sometimes I miss the sun when it's gone too long. So then we have this, and so we have our little top pocket right there. So this is the easiest album ever that you can do as a beginner. And so just so you know, my pocket's right here, so you can see that. Okay, so let's just do the front. And the front is easy. You could even just leave it like this. You don't have to add anything. I just wanted to make it a little bit more, you know, unique and fun. And change it up just to give you guys some ideas. Now I just have to find my paper. Okay, so I guess it's this one. So this little front pocket here is just going to be like one of my 3.5 by 5 inch scrap papers. And all we're going to do is score it at the 5 inch mark. So we're going to score it at, sorry, I'm trying to figure out which way it's going to go. The one inch. So put it at the 5 inch and score it at 1 inch. So it's going to look like that. And this we can just put over here. I mean, it's funny because it looks like we did so much, right? But it's just this. You could corner around it, do whatever you want. And then I added, of course, some fun little things, just a little punch here. I'm going to add, this is my vintage, I'm going to call it Recollections punch, and it is 5/8 of an inch for reference. I'm just gonna add a little, hopefully I can center this. You can use a brad or an eyelet. For beginners, a brad is this, and you can just kind of poke a hole through it and it will just go on. But the eyelet tool is something that you'll punch through. So let me make my hole here first. I'm going to add my eyelet and my little thing. Oh my goodness, what am I doing? I felt like I was doing that backwards, but I didn't realize it until I saw it. Okay, and it'll give you that almost pretend folder look to it. And then we can just put this here, and I'm going to leave, and again, if you want a top pocket, do that, but I'm doing mine from the side, and I'm going to push mine this way a little bit so I have room for whatever's fitting in there. I don't want it like hanging off the edge of my album. So just leave that part open. Again, I'm putting it right here. If you remember, but I had this cute little tag from my previous album that I made just to spice it up. I added that. You can stick that in there. Why do I feel like I scored this a little wonky? All right, and then we're going to open it. Oh, wait. I do want to add something here. So originally I was going to make something going this way, right? So you could absolutely make your album go this way. But that's why I was facing that way. Now that it's sideways, I do want to make it probably on the side. So let me see if I can find something for that. Maybe even this. This is really sweet. And I did want to use this tag. I just had nowhere to put it. So maybe I'll put this on here. I'll just do a little glue thingy here. I was trying to find my roller glue, but that seems to be missing. And again, if you want to like glue it down, you can, and then make another little pocket there. But I'm just going to leave mine like that. And then this gets kind of boring, so just kind of went into my scrap bin again, and my pockets are going to be 4 3/4 by 2.5 inches. And then we can just pop that on. And I didn't make it the exact length of the paper because we don't want it getting all stuck and bent. So I made it like a 1/4 inch shy of that, so we have some room. And I'm gonna add a little notch in here. You can put it in the middle or here. I think I'm putting it right here. And this is great, not just for scrapbook, but like junk journaling. You can really make this. I almost did one for the junk journal because it started looking really cool and cute. But I had already started this, so I went with it. But like if you're doing a junk journal version, let me see if I can get a paper pack. I mean, you could do your pockets kind of like this in this album. And just kind of tear it like that. And have your little pockets as well. So this is just to show you. And you can have it doing that. But just, I don't know. Like I said, I almost made a junk journal version, but I ended up not doing it. And just gonna add something in here so you can see there's a little top pocket right there. And I'm going to put this over here in this side pocket. And I'm telling you, I do way better with wood stamps because I am definitely using this more because they can sit around. And I notice with my acrylic stamps, they're not as accessible, I guess, to me. So I have to keep putting them away, and then you have to clean them. Not that you don't have to clean these, but for these, I feel like you can just dab it really quick and it'll come off. But the acrylic ones can get very messy. But I get why people use it because you can store it. Like, wood stamps can be really a pain to store, but I used to just put them in a big bin and do that. Now I'm kind of sad that I gave a lot of them away. All right, here you can add a little tag or just leave it. I just wanted to dress it up a little bit, so I'm adding a little tag here. I do need something in there. Maybe I'll just put this in here. Okay, and then this side here was our double pockets. And the double pockets are easy scrap papers. I'm just using 2 4 3/4 by 2 inches. So, I mean, how many of us got these in our scrapbooks, right? So I'm going to just add these 2 on here, and I'm basically just doubling them up. And I'm going to make my little notch here and one right here. So this pocket is going to be shorter, so remember that kind of when you're doing this, because the lower you go, the more room you'll kind of have on the top. But if you're not putting anything too deep in there, it shouldn't be a problem. But just remember, this is a shorter pocket. So I'm going to put mine down probably right up there. And then I'm going to add this one just right underneath it. Oh, this side's pretty too. But, you know, I put the notches on both those sides. You know what? I do like how it's a journal. Maybe that's too much. I'm just going to do it. Sorry for anyone that voted the other side. Because I kind of already have this. And I didn't want to be too much prints. And again, I just used some of, and these little wood stamps, by the way, if you're new, you can use any stamp, but I got these ones from Temu in my last haul. So I just put that on here. I'm just enjoying them so much. Oops, kind of messed that up, but that's okay. And just to show you that there is pockets, so they will definitely go in here. And just add this over here. So you have your little pockets here. And I didn't add a tag here. I just added a little, just so you can see, just added a little thingy right there. You can add one. I actually like these labels, so I thought it was weird because they were going sideways instead of the right way. I had liked it. I guess you could write something down, but I wasn't sure. But that was another idea. But I do like the pockets, and if you don't want to do flat and you want this album to not be, because this is kind of a flat album, you could take your dies too and just really add to it, and maybe add, you know, guys, you know, I like to add the foam tape and everything. So if you don't want it to be flat, you could always add this on there and make it come alive a little bit. You can see the difference. And you could just add more of that to your page, just to lift it more, if you know what I mean. If I have any pieces left. For me, it's a struggle because I'm needing a little more in my collection. But I didn't use any of these woodlands, but all of this stuff would be cute too, like just to make it cutesy. I'm so sorry I said that. That was from a, if anyone watches a TikTok, it was from that. Okay. There we go. And yeah, that's it. But look at that. We made the cutest little album with our scraps. And you can just modify this in all sorts of ways. You could even, like, if you want to really dress this up, you could even add your glitter strip, like add your line. I almost did that here. You could add a little glitter line here. And you know what? Just because I have some time today, let me just kind of improv with you, especially if I'm gonna have this as like a newbie album, so there may be new people watching it, and I use double-sided tape for this on pretty much all of my projects at this point, because I love the way it looks. It just looks so nice. It almost looks like something from the store, right? When you buy it with the glitter cards, like the Hallmark cards or whatever. And you know what? Maybe we'll switch the color up today. I'm always doing a different, like, gold. Maybe I won't, because I'm afraid. Let's use, oh no, because there's gold there already. You know what? I'm going to use the gold just because we have the tab. Oh, and I forgot my tab. Hold on. I want to show you. Forgot the side tab. Let's see how it looks like this. Okay, so that looks really nice like that. It almost makes the album look a little shorter. It's like this illusion it gives. And I'm sorry, I had put this up here, but honestly, I had added a little tab here. Where is my little tab? So I'm using my tab punch, but I had pre-cut a little tab. And where is it? Okay, let me grab a sheet. Just any glitter sheet that you have. And just to dress it up, you could add your little tab right here. Sometimes when I'm done recording, I'm like, oh my goodness, I forgot to do that. And it's not like we need it because it's such a small album, right? But it just looks pretty. And it kind of gives that extra way to flip it. So they know that they can flip it. And that actually looks really nice like that. Okay, this is a little too much, so I'm going to replace this because I got too much going on. Too much gold going on, so put it like that. So this is kind of the before, and that's the after. But anyways, it's our scrap bin. I think it looks really nice, and you could add, even if you want to dress it up more, you could add little charms to it. So it's not going to look like it came out of your scrap box. You know what I mean? But anyways, guys, happy Sunday. This is just a fun, relaxing craft. And I don't know, I need to use more of my scraps. So I hope you guys are enjoying this series. All right, guys, thanks so much.